If you're a trade-based business, whether you realize it or not, have a sales cycle. And in this video, I'm going to run through what the sales cycle looks like for 3 different types of trade-based businesses to give you a bit of an understanding of what you can expect when you start marketing. So first and foremost, when we talk about sales cycle, it's essentially the process from when somebody puts their hand up and says, hello, it's me, through to when they have some sort of exchange and engage you for your services. Typically speaking, the larger your service or offering, the longer your sales cycle. So in this example here, the first one, we have a home renovator. Now, let's say that your average ticket item size for your renovation projects is, let's call it 600K. It's very unlikely that if somebody sees one of your ads, that they're going to drop 600K or a deposit on a renovation in the space of 30 days. So your opportunity as a large ticket trade-based business comes after the lead has been generated. Now, what does that look like? You have an opportunity to showcase your expertise and be useful and relevant by sending them information throughout the time they come to you and the time they decide to close, which typically for home renovations, again, depending on how big it is, but if it's a $600,000, say average ticket item size, let's call it plus 2 years. So essentially what that means is somebody comes to you through an ad or a lead or an intro, whatever it might be. It could be 2 years before they pony up and pay you a deposit. Pretty long time, right? However, that's the game. Again, your opportunity, kind of your obligation between the time they come to you and the time they hand over their hard-earned money as a deposit is, how can I showcase to this individual what we do, where we do it, and who we do it for in a way that makes them want to engage us. Being front of mind is important in this dynamic because come 2 years down the track, when they are ready to spend the money and do get the work done, if you have not been proactive in communicating with them throughout that process, then inevitably they're going to end up back in Google looking for someone that can help them. So in this next example, we have a couple of verticals that have still a big ticket, but not a huge ticket, not like $500,000, right? So I've used the examples of solar and roofing businesses because between you and me, we love those businesses and we get amazing results for them. Go and check out some of our case studies if you wanted more proof of that. So let's call this average ticket item size $40,000. Now we know the average sales cycle for one of these businesses is anywhere from probably a little bit less in the solar space. Let's call it 2 weeks to 12 weeks. Roofing's a little bit longer. Although at the moment, time of recording this, we have the advantage of solar rebates, which are pretty good for conversions. So anyway, now you still have opportunity within this time to educate and showcase expertise by letting people understand who you work for, what you do, how you do it, and where you do it. But your sales cycle is significantly smaller because typically speaking, your ticket item is significantly less. When we scroll down to the smaller jobs, so we're moving away from projects now and we're moving into sort of jobs, so residential plumbers, electricians, and that kind of thing. You guys have a relatively small ticket item size in comparison. So the average ticket item size for a plumber might be, let's call it $1,500. And the sales cycle should be realistically less than a day. So you might be doing multiple projects a day, multiple jobs a day, and your ticket item size will reflect that. So if we go down to a little diagram here that I've built out and we've got our builders, we can expect, if this little gizmo right here is our money side and this side is our time, you can absolutely expect that your building will be long. Your mid-sized projects will not be as long, and your reactive sort of based services or jobs will be quite short. So the opportunity for you really lies in the space of how proactive you are between this point of contact on the time frame and the point where they sign on the dotted line. Content is a great way to do that. So if you are a builder and you are really good at educating people about what you do and things that are just useful and relevant, then again, front of mind, you're going to be far more likely at the forefront of your potential customers' thought process when they are ready to engage you. For you guys that are in the job space here, roofing, solar, those kind of things, bathroom renovations, like slightly smaller projects, don't just give up after you give the quote. Make sure that you're useful, you're relevant, you're sending them information, you're sending them resources, which again, position you as the expert in the place. What you don't want to end up is in a bidding war against somebody that doesn't have the same profile as you. So build your profile, showcase your expertise. People will pay for that. And then again, if you're in the residential plumbing space, electrical space, lawn care, whatever it is, anything that's kind of in the smaller job dynamic as opposed to projects, your opportunity really lies, funnily enough, after the job has been sold, because all of this here is what we call lifetime value opportunity. This is your opportunity to get back into that customer's house so you can maximize the lead cost and you can dilute it over the lifetime value of that customer, which can be significant. And I've done a couple of podcasts on that. Go and check them out. They're super cool. Anyway, I hope that helps you understand sales cycle. I know it's a little bit confusing, but hopefully these diagrams sort of break it down for you. At the end of the day, all you need to really understand is the larger your ticket item, the longer your sales cycle. However, they all have opportunities. So make sure that you're maximizing the opportunities at each one of these stages. And if you need any help with that, head across to tradiewebguys.com.au. Let's have a chat.